And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play. Completion doesn't pick up first down yardage. Punting team on the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got it right near the end zone. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the... And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Gonna run it. It's Traynham. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Looks like Kentucky will have the first down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
A handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
This isn't the most flashy play, but it's effective. A slant play coming out of the slot. It's a quick hitter against this defense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. Throws to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up? positive yards.
Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's a short completion to the tight end. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the 1st down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the 1st down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. Nice catch by the receiver along the sideline. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive 1st quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down. And now a 4th down decision coming up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver makes the grab. And he's not going to... Rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. 1st down here for this offense. On the run, it's Young. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. 2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. To the air. It's Milroe. He's looking deep here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie.
Well, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
Now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's DC. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And completion makes it 2nd and short. And he'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to throw it again. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Close to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. He stays alive. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
That sack sets up a third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Offense facing 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So no gain on second down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Coverage team brings down the returner. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Checks this down to the running back.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw. It's Wimsatt. He'll take a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And they'll run it with the draw play. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Catch made on the right side. Big gain, moves the ball in enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Quarterback drops back. Quick completion to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So the head coach will accept the penalty, and the offense will move back a little bit. 1st down and 10. Looking for some space. It's Traynham.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Near the goal line. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Wild.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking right, this one caught. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Bama. And the defense joins 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Will be brought down. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Throws it to the right. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, great chance at an interception. intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. That completion makes it second and medium. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Defense is coming after him. He's got it for a big gain. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. Looking to chuck it again. Caught on the outside. It's Young. He's going to lose yards there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. He did not get a crucial. As defense, what a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two. Halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. The attempt from 47 yards. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't. That'll be the final play of the first half. That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they bring him down.